Hey everybody, my name is Russ. That is Lauren. Welcome to our Saturday reaction video, and this one is out there. This is going to be fun. I usually say at the beginning of the video, like in the interest of full disclosure, as far as who's seen what about this stuff, a couple of things. Number one, the footage you're about to see and the song you're about to hear, Lauren has never seen in her life and has never heard in her life. I have seen this video when I was a kid and it was big and it came out, so it's probably been 40 years since I've watched this footage. And there used to be a thing called the WWF wrestling album, which is what this was the lead single from. There were other singles,
oh my,
but this was the lead single from the album. And I used to own the wrestling album, and I listened to this, like, I don't know, a lot in the car with my parents, or because my parents loved this song, Land of a Thousand Dances. And I'm sure they disliked this version greatly, but they were nice enough to act like they didn't. And one more thing before we get into this real quick, we always shoot our reaction videos way far in advance. We are shooting this only days after we found out that the extreme loss of Hulk Hogan from the wrestling world. Like, you've probably heard a million opinions on this. To me, it's two different things. There's a character and there's a person that played the character. As far as the character goes of Hulk Hogan, none of us would be here enjoying wrestling if it wasn't for the character of Hulk Hogan. It's an extreme and devastating loss. And again, this message is going to be months late. If you're watching it, you're like, why are they acting like he just died? Because when we're filming this, he had just passed away. Having said that, Lauren just got into WWE about 3 years ago. And she's been all in on it since then. So there's going to be so many aspects of this, one of which is going to be like the way that it has changed in the presentation and so on. So without further ado, the first lead single from the wrestling album.
Okay, I'm ready.
The WWF Superstars covering Land of a Thousand Dances.
At the sheet. I said, clap your hands. He said, clap your hands. And then you move your feet. Oh, baby, to the beat. Come on now. Come on, everybody, let's sing together. vacation and I'll see you later. I'm gonna steal your little girlfriend. That's because all you're thinking of stuck where there's somebody say hello. I want you to come in, joke a little bit with the dog. Back to back, belly to belly, bumper to bumper, pretzel rock, horse, oh yeah. You're breaking my heart, baby. How would you like an apple to come down in your head? If that ain't enough, baby, I'll do the strut up and down your spine. I don't talk too good, but my pig talk a whole lot better. Okay, that's enough, everybody. I need a ball, this is hot rod talking. The guy says his big talk better. Are you ready, Nick? Stop the music, stop the rock and roll. You can take that Goonies, stick the Goonies in your nose. What the heck you doing out there? You're that goofy diligent. Whatever it is. Roddy Piper, man of man alive. What are we going to do? Well, the conduct of these gentlemen back here. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Oh man, the wrestlers giving their hand at it. They have been involved with rock and roll in the past year or so.
They're like,
Well, that's a good point.
well, yeah, but MTV is like, and so that's, I don't know, that's what the kids find hip today. But yeah, I mean, I know I was saying to you, and I'm sure the viewers can't hear like everything I was saying over the audio because the audio is the music's the more important thing. But
Yeah.
I was pointing out to Lauren like certain people, but like Randy's dad, Orton's dad is in there, and Roman's dad, and but I mean, there's many people. Like again, we are just a couple of days removed from watching the SmackDown where they did the 10 bell salute, and one of the first people you point out and you said, "Oh," was Jimmy Hart, and then you have him here. I think his greatest contribution to your life is that he wrote Shawn Michaels' theme.
He's a sexy boy.
Yep. But go on.
No, what I think is interesting, and you were talking about the difference in like presentation and stuff as far as
It's a little different now.
well, it's a little different now. But what the point I want to make is a lot of the wrestlers now, so many of them like Jey Uso and even Tiffany Stratton at the beginning of hers, they have some kind of vocal involvement with their own entrance music.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're doing something in that way, with it, R-Truth, obviously when he was doing his, like, that was him doing the thing, and so like you look at this motley assortment attempting.
Excuse me, you will refer to them by their legal name, the Wrestlers.
Oh, sorry, not even
just
wrestlers.
Just Wrestlers.
It got me thinking. I was like, man, none of them really had a hand in vocally on their end.
No, and
right?
up until this point, mostly copyright was kind of the wild one because this was all territories before Vince turned it into the WWF.
The thing.
So like Junkyard Dog, for example, that was in the video quite a bit. He used to come out to Another One Bites the Dust because there wasn't like,
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're playing sheds at like it gets in syndication for an hour on the weekend. Who's going after the Legion of Doom? Although they weren't in the WWF at that time, they used to come out to Iron Man. And then this was actually the start of, and I'm assuming somebody somewhere along the line was like, hey, if you're taking this national, music rights are going to be an issue. And Vince being Vince, for all of Vince's faults, I bet Vince was like, we should start coming up with our own music then.
Yeah.
Because that record, and it's Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda are in that video, that the song Real American was on that. Like if you listen to the track Real American on that album, Vince gives it a big intro about how it's for the US Express. It's for Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda. And very soon after the release of this record, it would get repurposed as Hogan's theme, to where to this day you can't hear that riff without thinking of Hulk Hogan. Like no one remembers that it was there. So that's funny that they're featured up front in this. And then there's little things too, like I showed you Natalia's dad.
Yeah.
And then the very chubby gentleman behind him would go on to be the Excellence of Execution.
It's a lot. And you're just talking about that. I'm trying to I was sitting here watching this and I'm like, I recognize Meatloaf, obviously.
What's interesting is he
Mr.
wasn't even part of like the rock and wrestling connection. Like he wasn't like involved in Mania or anything.
I think Cyndi Lauper was in this video as well.
She was there with Wendy Richter.
Yeah. So I'm looking, and so like, I don't want to say for sure, but I'm pretty sure Rick Derringer was also in this
Yeah,
video.
yeah, he's in there.
Okay, so like, I was just like, there's a lot. There's
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
a cavalcade of stars. Like, I mean, the first vocal on the record is the devious one, Mr. Fuji, and I had the privilege of seeing him. And I've only been to the WWF/WWE Hall of Fame once ever, and of the incredible inductees that night, the devious one was one of them who got inducted, and he was still alive at the time to accept it, which was really cool.
Yeah, this was something I would say. There is part of me that would like for them to do something like this again with, say, the Macarena.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Something just as timely. But yeah, there have been other things too along the lines. Maybe we'll get to them. You know what? This is actually fodder for a future video. If there's something along the lines that WWE has done, maybe not like when Motley Crue was on Raw, like they came out basically to like perform their latest single. That's not what I'm talking about. But like performances involving wrestlers, by all means. I don't want to become the all wrestling channel,
Well,
but
I
like
mean,
we could do like
no.
entrances that like Rhea had Motionless in
Motionless
White,
in White.
and
Yeah.
obviously Triple H has had Lemmy involved, or
Mhm.
Motorhead, excuse me. So like if there's something like that, by all means, or Living Color brought CM Punk out a couple of
I
times.
mean, it's not wrestling, but don't threaten me with the good time that is the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Right. I saw that and heard it once when I was a kid. I would rather listen to the Curly Shuffle again before I listen to the Super Bowl
Muskrat
Shuffle.
Love.
But yeah, we've been having fun with this type of stuff. I love novelty songs, and then when the cross section of everything comes together with this, and then a lot of us look at stuff like this where you see Piper, who I adore, or Bobby Heenan, who I adore, and you can look at it and go like, oh, he's not with us anymore. And for so many cats in that video, there's so many that are still here in that video, and there's guys who. I think somebody like Bobby Heenan or Roddy Piper would be overjoyed that we're still talking about them. I feel like a lot of guys sometimes of any profession feel like when they pass, like who's going to remember me? And I think a lot of guys would be very excited to know that we're still talking about this stuff, some decades after some of them have passed. So by all means, drop a comment of some of your favorite wrestling memories, or if you remember this, or if you're a later WWE fan and you've never seen this before, and you thought, oh, I thought Vince had already made the worst jerk of himself, and then you saw this and went, nope, that's the worst, because he sure does look ridiculous in this. But please, by all means, drop a comment or a suggestion or something, because we would love to do something like that. That is Lauren. My name is Russ. Thanks for watching.